Hello primary 4 students, how are you today? Our lesson today is comparing fraction. What is a comparing fraction? Comparing fraction is to recognize which fraction is bigger and which one is smaller. Here I have 1 over 2, 1 over 5, 2 over 3. How to recognize which fraction of them is the biggest one? Okay. To solve any question like this, we have some steps. Like here, if we compare two fractions, how do we know which one is bigger, which one is smaller? Okay, firstly, if denominators are the same, what is the denominator? The denominator is the down number. Firstly, if the two down numbers are the same, so the larger numerator, the larger fraction, larger numerator, larger fraction. And the officer tell you, remember this rule, okay? Don't forget it. If we have the same down number in two fractions, so the larger numerator is the larger fraction. Okay, here let's compare between these two fractions. We have here fraction and here another fraction. What is this fraction? We have 4 parts and 2 parts colored. So this fraction is 2 over 4. Yes, this fraction is 2 over 4. And this fraction we have here 4 parts and 1 part just color. So this fraction is 1 over 4. Which one is bigger? 2 over 4 or 1 over 4? Let's see here. If the denominator are the same, denominator here is 4 and here is 4, the same denominator. So the larger the numerator, the larger the fraction. Larger numerator with larger fraction. Which numerator is bigger, 2 or 1? Yeah, 2 is bigger. So 2 over 4 is greater than 1 over 4. And here the yellow part is bigger than the yellow part here. So this fraction is bigger than this. And here we have two fractions. The first one is 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 over 6. And here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over 6. 2 over 6 and 4 over 6. Which one is bigger? We have here the same down number, 6. Of course, 4 bigger than 2. The green part here is greater than the green part here. So this fraction is greater than this. Now, let's compare between 3 over 10 and 9 over 10. I said if the two down numbers are the same, the big numerator is the big number. So, which one is bigger, 3 or 9? Yeah, 9 is bigger. So, 9 over 10 is bigger than 3 over 10. 3 over 10 smaller than 9 over 10. Now the question, put these fractions in order from the least to the greatest. Which one is smaller? Look with me. The down number here is 6, 6, 6 and 6. All the down numbers are 6, the same. So which number is smaller? Which is the least fraction here? The least fraction here, the fraction which has the least numerator, which is 1 over 6. Yes? The second one, 2 or 3 or 5 over 6. Of course, 2 is smaller. Okay. And 3 over 6 or 5 over 6. 3 over 6 is smaller than 5 over 6. And the biggest one is 5 over 6. So the order is 1 over 6, 2 over 6, 3 over 6, and 5 over 6. Who can help me to solve this question? By the same is to order from the least to the greatest. Look with me to the down number, 8, 8, 8, and 8. The same down number. What about the up number? The up number are different. And we said the smaller up number is the smaller fraction. Which one is the smaller up number? It's 1 over 8. Excellent. After it, we have 2 over 8. After 2 over 8, 5 over 7 or 7. Yeah, 5 is smaller than 7. And the biggest one here is 7 over 8. Easy? Now the question, put these fractions in order from greatest to least. Be careful, from greatest to least. We'll start with the greatest one. The same problem here. The down number are the same? Yes, the down number are the same. So we will go to the big numerator. Which big numerator here? 1, 3, 6 or 8? Yeah, 8 is the biggest. So it's the greatest fraction. Now we have 1, 3 and 6. Which one after 8? Yeah, 6 is greater than 1 and greater than 3. After 6 over 10, 3 over 10, and the smallest one is 1 over 10. Now pay attention with me how to compare between two fractions, but the two numerators are different. And two denominators are different. The main point here is the two down numbers are different. How to compare between any fraction? We have two ways. The first way is our magical scissors, and I'm preferring this way. I'm preferring to use our scissors, okay? Okay, here, compare between 3 over 8 and 2 over 5. Which one is greater? We know that to solve a question like this, we'll go to the down number. Down number here are different. So we can't solve? No, we can. We can solve it using our magical scissors. How to use our magical scissors? I'll put the magical scissors here and make it multiply. 3 multiplied by 5. 3 multiplied by 5 equal 15. Write 15 up. You must write it up, okay? And the second hand from the scissors, 2 is 8. 2 multiplied by 8 equal 16, and write 16 up here. Which one is greater, 15 or 16? Yeah, 16 is greater than 15. So the fraction 2 over 5 is greater than the fraction 3 over 8, and the banana helps you now. Okay, the answer is 2 over 5 is greater than 3 over 8, or 3 over 8 is smaller than 2 over 5. Now let's solve this exercise from our booklet. Question A. We have 6 over 7 and 2 over 7. Which one is greater? We have here the same down number, 7 and 7. So the big numerator is the big fraction. 6 is greater than 2? Yes, 6 is greater than 2. So 6 over 7 is greater than 2 over 7. Here I have 3 over 5 and 2 over 5. Also the same down number. When we have the same down number, we will go to the up number. Which one is greater, 3 or 2? 3 is greater, yes. So 3 over 5 is greater than 2 over 5. Go to exercise 2. 1 over 3 or 1 over 10. Which one is greater? Look here to the down number. Down number here is 3 and here is 10. It's different. So we can solve it now. We must use our magical scissors. Do you remember the magical scissors? Yeah. To use our magical scissors, I multiply 1 by 10. 1 multiplied by 10 equal 10. Write 10 up. 1 multiplied by 3 equal 3. Write 3 up. Which one is bigger, 10 over or 3? Yeah, 10 is greater. So this fraction is greater. Question 3, I have 8 over 12 and 1 over 12. 12 and 12, the same down number. When we have the same down number, the big numerator is a big fraction. So 8 over 12 is greater than 1 over 12. Let's go to solve the number 10. I have 1 over 8 and 1 over 5. Down number are different. When the down number are different, I use the scissors. Don't forget, 1 multiplied by 5 equal 5. And here 1 multiplied by 8 equal 8. Which one is bigger, 5 or 8? Yeah, 8 is bigger. So 1 over 5 is greater than 1 over 8. Okay, can you solve the questions yourself? Okay, I hope that you can solve a question, but I solve 4 with you. The last one that I'll solve with you now. 1 over 4 or 1 over 7, which one is greater? We don't know because the two down number are different, so I'll use the scissors. 1 multiplied by 7 equals 7 and 1 multiplied by 4 equals 4. Which one is greater, 7 or 4? For sure 7 is greater. So 1 over 4 is greater than 1 over 7. I hope that you can understand our lesson. See you soon and goodbye.